So you got me. I thought Yarde and Benavidez was going to be more competitive.
Oh, yeah? You thought I was crazy. You thought.
No, I thought.
Asked me, you was like, you don't think Yarde could hurt Benavidez? I said, not the way he would have to. No.
I thought he could. I thought within the first 6 rounds, I had Benavidez by stoppage, but I thought within the first 6 rounds,
Yarde would be game.
It was still. It would be a fight. It would be dangerous.
The styles was the problem for me. It was the fact that Yarde, if he used that same game plan he used, which he did, that he used against Benavidez, yeah, fighting off the back foot against Benavidez is going to be there, to exchange with you. And Benavidez, as far as hitting him to the body when he coming in, Yarde was doing well in that fight doing that, right? And he wasn't taking as much punishment, but Benavidez doesn't let off shots the way Benavidez does, and he doesn't put the mental pressure on you either the same way. Benavidez, you could tell Yarde was moving. I knew it was a problem in the beginning of the fight. Yarde was moving when Benavidez wasn't doing shit. And when you watch a guy who can stay with you and waste 0 energy while you got all this nervous energy, you dancing on your feet, you moving, and you're a muscular guy, that's a bad combination. And then he was fighting off his back foot, so the punches that Benavidez would land would be with his weight drawn. So he's not putting anything on him. Even if you land him, you might score, but you're not earning anything for the effort. You know what I'm saying? You're wasting energy, but not getting no damage, not putting no damage on Benavidez for it. You need to damage him early. And in order to, I said this in the assessment, in order to do that, you got to go into the wheelhouse early with a fresh Benavidez, which you really don't want to do. So he's not going to get tired. And if you don't damage him early, you're going to get tired. That was my mindset for why I thought it would go that way, because I didn't think he would want to exchange with a fresh Benavidez. But what's the alternative? There is none. And then he was on the ropes trying to play this defensive game, thinking he's more defensive minded than he is. But every time he got on the rope, even when he landed some shots, Benavidez came back with a vengeance. And in the 4th round, he actually hurt him. He did hurt Benavidez in the 4th round with a straight right hand, a quick right hand, early. It was like the first punch of the round, and the first time and the only time in the fight, Benavidez backed up and was on the ropes because he was actually hurt. He just didn't show it.
But I thought that like I said, Yarde could hurt him in between punches. That was the only chance that he had.
But he didn't like that moment in that fight was what he needed to do for the entirety of the first 4 rounds, not just that moment. He needed to be coming forward and making it a fight, and he needed to be training for that. So you need to be training, because the only time Benavidez is going to go off like a Gatling gun is when you are laying back or trying to stay away from where he can corner you. If y'all toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, you got more room. So you should have been attacking him, meeting him in the middle rather than retreating to the ropes. And he kept retreating post to post. And all Benavidez did was keep him there. He pinned him to the post and just walked him. He dog walked him around the ring. And every time he got him in the corner, he made him pay for it. So it don't matter if his punching power is at a light heavyweight level or not. If he hitting you with sharp, clean punches for 6, 7 rounds, you're going to break down. And that's what happened to him. He started busting him up.
Last question, because it's visibly raining out here. Benavidez is moving up to cruiserweight. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, if you could pick a choice opponent and do it, cool. Benavidez got the frame for it. But I think light heavy should be, he should try to look for some money fights at light heavy, win, lose, or draw. Because even when you look at him versus Yarde, it's the first time I ever saw Benavidez look little. He looked small. Like Yarde looked like a large man compared to him. He don't look like a light heavyweight right now. Benavidez doesn't. He hasn't. I don't know. He needs to maybe start, without losing too much of his speed, start some weight training regimens or something like that to grow into it. I wouldn't just jump straight into cruiserweight when I'm already a small light heavyweight. That's how I feel. But the right opponent, just like Roy Jones going to heavyweight or James Toney, you pick the right opponent, go do it. Go get your money.